9 of the NFL. And featured this week is Devin Singletary. He's coming off one of the better games we've seen, over 170 yards. It's the Dolphins and the Bears, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in playing well on both sides of the ball. Winners of 6 of their last 8 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB and his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go right back to Singletary. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by Marcus Mariota, former 2nd overall pick back in 2015, now in his 8th season in the league.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Mariota. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing, Mariota. A throw with a flat here from McKissick. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. He sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Now Mariota. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. Under pressure, they got him again. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Hard to believe that they could mount that long of a drive and come up with nothing on the scoreboard.
It can be disheartening, it can be frustrating, and can also cause some anger, because when that happens, that type of a drive, and you come up empty, you're really looking for someone to blame, and you start pointing fingers at each other.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
first down at Stafford. He completes it to Jones.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Touchdown, Dolphins! Marvin Jones with career touchdown number 60.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Well, good for for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
Now Mariota. Touchdown, Bears!
Jalen Tolbert,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and we are tied at 7.
7-7, our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
And out come the Dolphins now.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. This complete to Jones.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
On the handoff, it's Singletary.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Throwing again on second down. Stafford.
And this one is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Stafford.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Again, it's Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back to throw, Stafford. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Suck up for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Romeo Okwara able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
To try again after the sack. Mariota being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Third and short yardage. Mariota dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
The longtime NFL vet Marvin Jones leading out this offense.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Stafford. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Play action. Stafford. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Singletary, they'll run for it. Oh, good move. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot?
Touchdown, Dolphins! Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and it's now 21-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota
finding Tolbert here over the middle.
Mariota's pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Mariota. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Melvin Ingram, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
On the return, here's Agnew.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. Stafford on 1st down. The throw on, and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Touchdown! 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Mariota. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point try now for Succop. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mariota.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
To throw is Mariota.
Comeback route into the hands of Tolbert.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Mariota again. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Mariota on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Kendrick Bourne, 26 yards.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now Folk for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here into the hands of Jones.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now Stafford. He'll find Jones again, complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bears, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And from the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota.
That's into the hands of Tolbert. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Mariota now from the 50. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon Williams there on the pass rush. Give him the sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be. Try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Mariota. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mariota now. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Singletary to get the drive started. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And if they're throwing on 3rd down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable of their receivers, and he comes through there with a nice grab for the first down. Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Stafford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stafford. Jones has it.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Stafford.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Singletary again. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So for Matt Eberflus, a challenge well spent.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Penny up the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Penny, a first down carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 7.
Inside handoff, Penny brought down at about the 42. This offense has need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mariota. 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Short. Not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole faded to run, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers. A really nice run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Penny. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard. 2nd and... They'll run with McKesson. And running room hard down by here. He gets it down to the 8. This will be the play of the here. 3rd and 4. Going to throw it. Keeping the pressure right. And probably the wiser, no one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
It's been a 12. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got up the pressure, the lead play.
Folks' kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better for you.
No return here from the drive at the 20s offense, returning to the field.
The 3rd quarter kind of the build.
Because they down. They Casper plays a batter.
Here, anything to seize that moment. Right side by Jones. He is down. It will also now. And he's immediately there. Chicago 2nd and 10. He's dropped a 4 gain of 3. Here's the middle. Before they the punt, we've come to the end. The 3rd. Now, Audie just about set to go here. 3 in the end zone. Their defense, the need drive and interrupt. Quit out of 3.
Yeah, they've had enough that he and run for good yards. Felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground where he does damage.
Still, Mariota. Game motion. And that'll bring up now Mariota.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line.
The longtime NFL vet Marvin Jones leading out this offense.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
They'll run here with Singletary.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw.
Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Dolphins.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Pirine. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes.
And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
On second down, here's Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Mariota. A good throw here, finding Pascal.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota.
That's Bourne. Got it on the slant.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Mariota on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To the air again, Mariota. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Chicago Bears.
A handoff to Penny. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Penny. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Bears first down.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Penny will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now down 3 scores, I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A give up the middle to Singletary. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. It's a pickup of 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So it's a win for the Dolphins here. And this one, Charles, too much Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
So for the Dolphins, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.
She right got me.